Thanks for stopping by my studio. My name is Jerry, and today we're going to be doing some live writing. So grab your screenplay and let's get to work. Well, thank you for stopping by my studio. Like I said, my name is Jerry. I'm a filmmaker and educator, and I do these every once in a while. And basically what we do is I write in real time. This story takes place over a whole life of a family. So from kids being young, and towards the end of the film, they're in kind of like their late 50s. And that's what I need to work on today. What we're going to do now is, this is after the father's passed away. And so the brother and sister are leaving the funeral. I don't know exactly how much time has passed, but I want to make sure that at this point, you know exactly why, because it's towards the end of the movie. So if I've been a little cryptic throughout the movie, by the end of it, you should be able to know exactly what's going on. So I'm going to be live streaming all of this. You'll be able to see my whole writing process. And so let's jump into it. When you're making a film, sometimes you're writing it in chunks. So this movie started as 4 or 5 different short films that I would write just a little bit about, and then I would get kind of stuck. And so I didn't have anything there that I wanted to play with. And so I started seeing how I could piece them together. And then I'd written the middle chunk, which is kind of like a sci-fi-ish, how it feels, but once you find out what's really happening, it's not the case. That chunk kind of anchored the film, and then I built kind of around it with this family dynamic that really I just couldn't quiet in my head. So let's jump into it really quick. So it says the dad has passed and we're here, and so brother and so the reason I'm not putting anybody's name in there is because I haven't changed anybody from that one. So it's not Scott and Sarah, it's way up at the top, and I don't want to scroll back up there to what their names are in this current draft. So brother and sister, closing out father's final estates. Something makes them argue. So when I think a lot of new screenwriters and a lot of new creatives are probably thinking like everything just comes out at once and it's perfect, and that's not the case. 99% of this process is rewriting it. So I have it, in this really like chicken scratch kind of handwriting. I need to get it into the script in some form so I can see the anchor points, and then I can fill in all the things as we go. So I'm not going to have a completed script tonight or today or whenever you're watching this. I am going to end up having something that I can build on tomorrow, and that's what we're doing. So the reason this has taken so long is because I finished another feature and I went and taught, and so but it keeps building. So it's also just a different film than it was 9 years ago. It's not about remotely the same things. And so this has been through so many different iterations that you can see it just says the date and current, because I don't even know how they're labeled anymore. It's gotten so confusing because I've written this so many times. But it's all a process. So something makes them argue. And so this is the first time that Maddie, which is the sister, I haven't written down here. Maddie and Joe. Okay. See, I thought I had their current names written down. Closing up father's estates, something makes them argue. Maddie. Okay. So I need Jackson to say something. I don't just like I'll change that later, but basically he needs to say something that would make his sister finally interject on him. So we're gonna do that really quick. So Maddie has had enough. I wonder if this actually just makes sense to have at the funeral, because the stakes would already be so high. Yeah, I don't know. Here, let's see. Oh. Okay. Or at the funeral parking lot. Okay. I think at the funeral afterwards would maybe have more valid stakes. Yeah. Okay, so that auto-populated. Jackson's their father. Okay, so here we go. Is that enough? She cuts him off. Right now I'm gonna have it that she's saying this quiet. You know, it's very much just to him. Like, she doesn't want to make him, you know, they're all grieving, but the scenes that come before this, he's been gone for a long time because of what he had done, and he's never really taken ownership for it. That, like, maybe part of it was his fault. So that's, yeah. Okay, so this is the kind of monologue that I've written. I don't know if it'll stay a monologue because at this point, this is the most dialogue that's been in the whole movie, but here we go. So, you don't know what you're talking about. You made a choice. Can't keep blaming everyone. Blaming everyone. Everything can't always be someone else's problem or someone else's fault. So when she's saying how long are you going to stay angry, she's talking about he's never really processed his, like, losing his mother and then what happened. So he's just been angry since a child of everything that happened. And so she's trying to, she's trying to let him, like, you're eventually going to have, it's like, or this is going to kill you. It's already basically taken everything from him in his life. He's lost his family, he's lost everything. So, and I wanted to play with this character that was like, yeah, I don't know, that's that generational trauma and, like, men of another generation that didn't know how to express their emotions and things like that. Even though he's not the father, I wanted to put it in the son because it, like, skipped the father and went into the son kind of thing, like that character trait. His dad was able to process it most of the time, but yeah. So how long are you gonna stay angry? Life is for livers, for the living. Like I said, I probably won't have most of these in here, but I was, like, trying to think of, like, how many different ways could she say this, like, what combinations of words, and then I'll go through and edit it later and get it all out of there. Like, a lot of times I just like to kind of puke it all out. It's easier to get it on the page and then be like, oh, that doesn't sound great, but not all the things in your head are going to be perfect, so you should, like, get it out of your head as fast as possible. Like, the most important thing I think you can carry at any time is a notebook. So, like, these are pages ripped off of paper that was just loose because I didn't have one and I stuffed it in my notebook. But get you a notebook. Okay, life is for the living, Joe. Yeah, and then so you can boo-hoo all you want. All you want. That was, like, I remember hearing that as a kid, but I don't know if she'll say that or not. But I'm done listening. So this was the brutal line. Yeah, I lived without you for 30 years. And then, yeah. So, I've lived without you for 30 years and I'll do it another 30 if this is the path you choose. Conversation's over. She walks away. Yeah, it's definitely got to be. It's got to be at the funeral. Oh, this is good because there's a scene I can mirror from the beginning where they're standing over their mother's grave with their father, so I can kind of parrot this, like bookend this. Um, oh, yeah, I like that. All right, so Maddie and Joe stand beside the empty hole, mirroring their mother's funeral. This time, Jackson resides 6 feet lower. So there was like this. There's a scene I've written in the beginning that they're looking up, like out of the hole, and I was the reason I've written it that way is because I think it's going to be easier to cheat that and not have to build an entire funeral. I think we can just do it like the way I've been writing this is like, how could a filmmaker get the point across in the kind of easiest way? So that's cool. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. Okay. And then alone as death around him becomes real again. Okay, so I think it's going to be, let's say, exterior cemetery. Okay. Okay. So then I think it has to be exterior. Yeah. Okay, so I just said build out this beat moving forward. You can see I have a lot of typos. I could care less right now about these typos. So I want to get it all down. I want to get it all on the page. You can I'll edit later, but I think there's a lot of education around these things where it's like everything comes out perfectly and it just doesn't. So I want to. Okay, so this next part is going to turn into like an experimental film, but it's like a montage of all like this kind of like home movie, mini DV, things like that. It's a bunch of things I have on a hard drive of just like over the course of my career, and I'm going to use those in there. Okay, so then it will be. Okay, so I'm just going to say interior. Where are we going? Interior. Oops. Exterior found footage. Okay. All right. So in this little chunk here, to kind of finish this up, basically what's going to be happening is I'm going to be taking all of this footage I filmed over the pandemic, on 16 millimeter mini DV, things like that, of like places I had lived growing up. And so that is going to build out this sequence, and it's going to be kind of like a flashback montage of things from his life. We're just using all the footage that I've used, so it's like he was filming it. But I'll be able to put that in there. So, all right, let's jump back. I hope that was helpful to you. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it helps you get through a creative rut in whatever you're writing. And so always remember, you can rewrite. And so, but you should start writing. You should start telling your story, and when you finish it, or if you want to share it with me, please do. I'll drop my website below, bronsoncreative.us, and you can reach out to me, and I'd love to see what you're working on. So thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see what you create. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like this, then make sure you like and subscribe. If there's something I left out or something you wished I would have went a little bit deeper into, then please drop a comment below and let me know. I can always add a new video or add a little addendum. And if you want to go deeper into any of these concepts and any of these kind of things, then head on over to my Substack. I do a lot of writing over there. There's a lot more of the behind the scenes that I can't really fit in whenever I'm doing these videos. So all the notes, handwritten, things like that. So like these kind of things get scanned in. So, but you can head over there and check it out as well. So I hope you have a beautiful day, and I can't wait to see what you create. Bye.